Hello, James Andrew here, recording for Cheap Ass MTG. Going to be playing a Amonkhet Hour of Devastation Sealed League today. Doing seals mostly in preparation for GP Metz in a couple of weeks in France, so that'll be good fun. I do apologise, by the way, I'm getting over some laryngitis. My voice may be a little croaky, I hope it's still clear enough. Anyway, let's see what we've opened. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we've got the Locust card, which is obviously insane. As well as a Crested Sunmare Mythic. It's a bit more of a build around, but certainly really, really strong if you can enable it. Now, there's, we've got a Mirage Mirror, which is pretty good and sealed, I think. Like a clone which always copies the best field on the battlefield is pretty great. Obviously, you do need to continue to pump mana into it, but still a really strong card, I think, in sealed. Often a little too slow in draft, but yeah, this sealed format's pretty slow. And we have a Cut to Ribbons, which is a really great removal spell, which sort of comes with a win condition attached. Channeler Initiate is really nice in the ramp and fixing. Green decks, which splash a lot of other colours, tend to be really good in this format, so I like to see that. And Apocalypse Demon is straight up unplayable, but we have 5 really good rares here, so we were kind of due one. Okay, let's go ahead and sort by colour. Just going to drag down here all the cards that are pulling me into a colour. So Angel is pretty good, Crested Sunmare is nice. Vizier is good if you're in an aggressive deck, but it's hard to be in sealed. Sentinel's very mediocre, same with Sparring Mummy, same with Vizier. Sandblasts are nice. Spearmaster's fine. True Heart Jewel is pretty good. Steward of Solidarity is pretty good. Impeccable Timing is pretty good. And we've got a Binding Mummy and a Fanbearer. Okay, so our white looks solid. Obviously the Crested Sunmare is the thing that's really pulling us into white. Now, I guess given what we have for Sunmare, this Solitary Camel is also pretty interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and look at our blue. Cryptic Serpent is often... You often end up quite a lot of spells in your sealed deck, so it's pretty good. Omnis Sphinx is excellent. Even Initiate's pretty good. Supreme Will's pretty good. Eternal is pretty good. Failing Winds is fine. Quenchable Thirst, Strategic Planning is nice, actually. Okay, blue looks solid. We also obviously have the Locust gods, so it's very likely we're at least splashing for blue. Okay, Velskev's Right is actually like pretty good and sealed. Just because it cycles so cheaply, so it's never really... it's never going to be terrible, and then when you draw it and you have loads of mana, you can just go and get your bomb. Final Reward is excellent. Cursed Horde is like kind of fine, but generally don't end up... It's hard to end up in like a super focused zombie deck or anything like that. Lethal Sting is pretty good. The rest of our black looks pretty weak, to be honest, all around. Okay, we do not have a lot of red cards here. Open Fire is obviously great, though. And the rest of these cards kind of suck. I mean, Frontline Devastator and Archer are fine, but just clearly red is not going to be one of our base colours, and these are not cards you'd play on the splash. Okay, let's look at green finally. Hippo's pretty good. 3 Bitterbow Sharpshooters. Very solid cards. Brawler, Vitalist is excellent. Channeler Initiate is excellent. And we obviously have the Locust God. Decimator Beetle is really, really strong. It's possible we could like splash that in a Final Reward in black. Finally, let's have a look at these gold cards. Cut to Ribbon's obviously excellent. Consigned to Oblivion, also very good. Appeal to Authority, like a very good card in like a green-white beat-down deck, but I don't think we really have enough cheap creatures for that. And we have like the Spearmaster and whatnot. But given we have the Locust God in our pool, I think it's pretty unlikely that's where we want to be. And we have a start to finish as well. Okay. And we've got this Mirage Mirror. We also have a Traveler's Amulet. And one of each of a Jeskai cycle lands. So, the Locust God is so over the top powerful, I will jump through quite a lot of hoops to get this in my deck. Generally in this format, I really like being green and splashing a bunch of colours. But green is not super strong here. Like the Initiate's obviously excellent and the Narcovitalist, but it just does not have a lot of depth. Especially in the, we only have like 3 playable cheap green cards. I suppose it's like Kudu and Feral Prowler as well, but these cards are not ideal to have in your deck. Feral Prowler is significantly worse in Sealed than in Draft, I think. On the other hand, we do have like the Amulet to fix. So being able to play, I think we probably still want to try and be green if we can, just for these, having these 2/2 mana ramp creatures is so strong. So if we're like green, splash, blue and red, we've got pretty incentive to be white, heavily incentive to be white as well. Just because we have quite a lot of depth in white. I must say this Crested Sun Mare is not looking great here. We have like literally 1 way to gain life. Am I missing anything? Oh, we have Aven of Enduring Hope as well. Faith of the Devoted, but I think that's going a little deep. We have the Resolute Survivors, drains for 1 as well. So there's a few things. So we could be like Jeskai, right? Just like blue-white, splash some red cards. Might be worth looking at. Maybe even we play like a Swamp. For this start to finish, it's Consigned to Oblivion. And the Traveler's Amulet. That also lets us play 3 cycle lands, which is really strong. Okay, let's have a look at what that deck looks like. Maybe we can even splash out its final ward and whatnot. Yeah, playing with 3 deserts also makes this Unquenchable Thirst a lot better, which is nice. Yeah, this deck does not look horrible. Like, this Lethal Sting might be a little loose on the second splash. Like, we are really short on fixing, actually, aren't we? If we're not green. Okay, so we're... Yeah, maybe just splashing black at all is not good. Like, maybe we just want to do, like, cut all these cards. And honestly, even if we go into green, we only have like the channeler initiate as sort of real fixing. Like Naga Vitalist can help out a bit with double coloured cards and whatnot, but it's not really fixing. Could also look like this Naga Oracle would be fine. We've got a couple of countervailing winds in here. Like, the problem with this deck is it's pretty short on removal. Like, especially removal that's going to hit big creatures like greater sandworms and sifter worms and whatnot, which there are a lot of running about. But we do have like 3 counter spells, which helps a fair bit with that. Resolute Survivor is not normally a card you're looking to splash, but I think with Crested Sunmare in our deck, it probably is worth it. So we don't have many zombies. We're probably just cutting this Binding Mummy, honestly. We don't really need the like you just don't need a lot of 2-drops in this format, honestly. We could play Spearmaster. Spearmaster's like decent. What would we want to cut from here? Yeah, we'd probably cut the Spearmaster actually. We do have to consider these countervailing winds are very rarely going to be turn 3 plays. Let's be a little careful of our curve. Anyway, this deck looks solid. We'd be looking to make like 2 cuts from this, which I guess would be maybe even Naga Oracle, maybe one of these countervailing winds. Anyway, it looks decent enough. I'm going to have a look at a couple of other decks. We could not play whites. It is fairly deep, but like for Sunmare is not exceptional in this deck. I certainly want to have a look at some green decks. So we get to play our mana ramp guys. I wonder if we could then play some of these black cards. The problem with our black is like our filler is quite bad filler in black. Like, you don't really want Grizzly Survivors and whatnot in the deck if you can avoid it. Obviously this is like loads of 5s. So let's cut a couple of these sharpshooters. So there's also loads of colours, but we might be able to get away with it. This pool like really wants a the Desert Vert's Survivor's Encampment. That's what I'm looking for, or just any more fixing really, like a Manlith, a Beneath the Sands would go a really long way in this deck. Yeah, we really just don't have a fixing to play all these colours, in fact. And in that case, we're probably not green, right? Because like, there just isn't enough power in green for it to be, if we can't make the splashes, for it to really be where we want to be. It sucks we have these 4 black cards, which are really, really strong. I mean, we could like look at Grixis, I suppose. Like, if we get this countervailing winds back in. I think red has to be our splash because it's so shallow. But we could play like Camel. Burden is fine. More 2-drops. That's Kef's right. Yeah, it doesn't look very good. Okay, I think the first stack we looked at is actually what we're going to go with here. Regrettably lose all these great black cards. I don't particularly want to play Consign just for the blue part. Maybe we can play like one swamp though. Like one swamp start to finish. Kind of sucks we actually have no ways of casting ribbons unless we want to put two swamps in our deck, which does not seem good. The Naga Oracle looks pretty unexciting, but I think actually in this deck we are quite reliant on a few bombs, so I think it's worth it just to be able to find them. And obviously, like finding a mountain or a swamp, whatever we need, is pretty important. So I think we'll cut probably impeccable timing here, because it's just not a super powerful card. I like the strategic planning for the same reason I like Naga Oracle. What do you want to cut here then? Maybe one wins. It's possible the Resolute Survivors is a little loose, but there's many ways as we can get Sen on Sunmare. Seems really strong. And this is like potentially a repeatable one. Interesting. Maybe Cryptic Serpent isn't really good enough. We don't have that many instants and sorcerers in the deck. I think we want to play 17 here because our mana isn't going to be very good. We do have a 3 cycle lands. So I mean, in reality it's 16 plus an amulet, but effectively 17. I don't really want to cut the second wins. Like, the fact we don't have much, very permanent removal makes me really want to keep that card in. Eternal's honestly not that good in this deck, so we don't really have many ways to force it through. Yeah, maybe Eternal isn't that good. Okay, let's play this amulet. Cycle deserts. I think we want one mountain to get with the amulet, plus the desert. And we want like 8 white sources. Or maybe 7 plus the amulet. If 7 plus the amulet would be 6 plains. Plus 2 red sources. Leaves us room for 6 blue sources plus the amulet. That's probably fine actually. It's not great. I know because we're playing one swamp as well, aren't we? So she doesn't seem the worst. So this would be 6 blue sources plus the amulet is 7. 7 kind of 8 white sources. Yeah, this seems fine. Alright, let's give this a whirl. I'll see you back for round 1.